Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mary. I give you guys an extra warm welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure and do so right now. I am just a mama who loves makeup, and that's the reason why I started this channel. So today's video, we are continuing this 2021 challenge, and that is that I'm using every single eyeshadow palette in my collection and creating a look with it. Purpose of this video is to use up some old makeup and rediscover any old eyeshadow palettes that I totally forgot about and I still absolutely love. Hopefully it inspires some of you to dig into your makeup collection and dig up some of these older eyeshadow palettes and put them to good use, you know? Sometimes I feel that we get so caught up with the new releases that we forget how much amazing makeup we already do have in our collection. So that is the main purpose for this 2021 challenge, and I'm glad that I'm bringing you guys along through this challenge. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started with today's eyeshadow palette. Okay, as you can see, I already have my base done. I am not one of those people that does her eyes before her face. I am just not about that life. I don't know, I just find it easier to do my base first and then my eyes. I know I'm kind of a rebel. Today's eyeshadow palette is from a company that I no longer support on my channel, but this challenge is about using every single eyeshadow palette that I have in my collection. This does not include any eyeshadow palettes that I am purchasing in 2021. So basically, I'm trying to use up all the makeup that I have and not be wasteful. So that means I will be using some eyeshadow palettes from this brand that I no longer support. Just know that it's not about the brand, it is about using the eyeshadow palette. So I hope you guys aren't too upset with me. Today's eyeshadow palette is the Thirsty palette by Kylie Cosmetics. It is such a beautiful summery spring vibe-ish eyeshadow palette. Colors in here are absolutely gorgeous. They perform great. It's a great eyeshadow palette. It just sucks that it's made by that company, you know. Okay, so eyes are already primed and I used my MAC paint pot, and now we are going to get started with the look. I am going to use a Morphe M504, and the first shade I am going to dip into is going to be this shade right here, which is called Taste Buds. I'm going to use this as my transition shade. I don't know what look I'm going for. We'll see. But yes, guys, I know. Please don't come after me about using this eyeshadow palette on my channel. I am just trying to play around with all of the makeup that I have in my collection so that I'm not a wasteful person, because I have a lot of makeup, a lot. Okay, this is what that color looks like. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Now we are going to dip into this little pinkier color, which is called Bitch. And I'm using a Morphe M530. I am going to focus this on the crease as well. I'm just going to be a little more precise with this color. I really want this to be like a very vibrant spring slash summery look, which is the vibe I get from this eyeshadow palette for sure. That is such a beautiful color. It reminds me of like a melon, like a fresh cut melon. I don't know why, it just does. Okay, next shade we're going to dig into is going to be Stroke, and that's this shade right here. And we're going to go in with a Sigma E38. That's what the brush looks like. I'm going to use this in the outer corner and a little bit in the crease. We are going to go in with the darkest shade in this palette to kind of deepen up that outer corner a tiny bit. I think today I'm going to do a cut crease. Yeah, why not? Might as well. As you can see, these colors are all very like warm, summery-ish. At least to me, that's what they remind me of, like just the warm sun in the summer. Okay, now to deepen up that corner, I'm going to use Drizzle, and that is this corner shade right here. I am going to go in with a Morphe brush. This is the JH40. And it's a very small, precise brush. going to deepen up that corner a little tiny bit. It's not a super dark brown, but it should help deepen up that corner a tiny bit. I hope you can see. I'm just trying to add dimension to this eye look so that it doesn't just look like I'm wearing like one fluid color on the whole lid. Most of these colors just kind of, since they're so close in tone, they kind of just end up blending into each other. But I'm trying to make sure that I create some dimension in there. Okay, this is what the eyes look like. Now I'm going to cut the crease, and I just grabbed a concealer. This is by CoverGirl. This is a concealer I don't use too often because it's really light. It's in shade L200, and I kind of just put some product on the back of my hand, and I use a concealer brush. Today we're going to use the F70 by Sigma. That's what she looks like. And I'm going to dip into, and you want it concentrated but not too concentrated because you don't want to make a mess, you know? And then you cut the crease. I like to go a little bit higher than right where my eye naturally creases so that I don't transfer anything up above that line. Just like that. I'm going to do it on the other eye. I'll be back. Okay, that's what that looks like. I did go ahead and dig into all of the brushes that I used and kind of made it blend in with the outer corner colors. Now we're going to pick a shimmer shadow that we're going to use. And I honestly don't know which one I'm going to use. I do love the fact that all of the shimmer shadows are in the middle row, and this formula is actually a very good one. I love just the blendability of it, the micro glitters that it has in there. Like, it's overall a very, very good formula, and when I did use it, I absolutely loved how it performed. So for today, man, I don't even know which one. I think for today, I am going to dig into Snatched, which is this color right here. And I'm going to use a brush first and see how it performs. It's been so long since I picked this palette up that I honestly don't even remember how the shimmers performed with a brush. But here, let's try it out. Oh, okay. So it's working pretty well, and I'm pretty sure it's because I do have that concealer laid down. I did not set the concealer, and I'm going back in with that Sigma F70 brush, the one that I used to cut the crease. I might dig into another shade, we shall see, just so that I can have it kind of seamlessly blend in to the darkness of the outer corner. Okay, this is what we have. I did end up dipping into Plunge as well, and I used it in the middle just to kind of transition everything over from light to dark. And it's crazy because they look a lot darker in the pan than they do on the eyes. So I'm pretty glad about that. Worked out perfectly. One thing I do gotta say though is that I forget how much glitter gets on my face with these middle shimmer shadows, but it's okay, I don't mind. All right, let me go ahead and finish the lower lash line off camera, and I'll be back. All right, guys, and this is the final eye look that I did with the Jeffree Star Thirsty Eyeshadow Palette, part of my 2021 challenge, where I'm using all of the eyeshadow palettes I own. Does not include the eyeshadow palettes that I have purchased in 2021. And yeah, I am pretty happy with this eye look. I definitely feel like it's very spring and summer appropriate. It's a bright eye, but it's not too bright where you feel uncomfortable. I would feel very comfortable wearing this to go eat Mexican food and have some margaritas for sure. Yeah, I really enjoy this eye look. I know it sucks that this is a brand that I no longer support on my channel, and that is a lot of the reason why I don't really feature this palette on my channel anymore. I honestly don't even remember when was the last time I used this eyeshadow palette. It's probably been a year or longer, and it sucks because that's makeup that's just sitting there. So the main purpose of this video is just to dig into my old makeup and actually start using it and just remember that, oh hey, I have this eyeshadow palette. I should really make more of an effort to bring it out and play with it, even if it is off camera. Especially my Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes that I do have and products that I will not be featuring on my channel. So I definitely had fun today playing with those colors. They are super beautiful. You guys know that Cosmetics formula is pretty good with his eyeshadows and pretty much almost everything that he has released. We just wish he was kind of a better person, you know, and that is why we're not supporting his brand anymore. And by supporting, I mean I am not purchasing anything else from his brand. So yeah, this is what we have. Let me know what you guys think of this eye look. If you don't have this eyeshadow palette, you can definitely recreate this look with any other eyeshadow palette that you have in your collection that has similar shades. I really wanted to keep this video short to kind of just use the palette, show a beautiful eye look. I will definitely make sure and list down below the products that I use for the rest of my face in case you are interested. You can go and check them out. But other than that, we are pretty much done with this video and this eyeshadow look. I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. It would help me out in the algorithm and hopefully bring fresh and new eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family and click that subscribe button. I would love to have you. I have a good amount of more videos to go for this 2021 challenge. If I remember correctly, I believe I have 56 eyeshadow palettes, and this is my 4th or 5th video. I'm not sure. I don't know yet if I'm going to include like my small eyeshadow palettes, like the little elf bite-sized one. But as far as like the big 9+ eyeshadow pan palettes, I have 56 of them. So we have quite a bit to go with this little series. So you need to subscribe so that you can see the rest of the videos and the rest of the eyeshadow looks. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!